Studying in the UK enables you to get a world-class educational experience. You have access to research facilities that are of global standards. You have access to renowned experts as your lecturers. You also have access to a wide variety of students with different backgrounds. But there are other things that your student visa as an international student can enable you to achieve or obtain. In this video, I'll be sharing some things that you can do with your student visa or BRP that you might not have known about. So if you want to know about those things, please keep on watching.
Everybody know I'm a visual. Yeah, I kill it cold like a criminal. I'm everybody's type, but nobody can deny. Yes, you know I get it, I'm getting freaky. Yeah, I'ma bring the crazy. Get that freaky, freaky on. Get that freaky, freaky. I'm getting freaky. Get it right, get it right. Get that freaky.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva. I am a University of Nottingham alumni and a Developing Solutions Scholarship Award winner. In this educational series, I talk about everything concerning international students in the UK, the visa application, the school application, tips and tricks to enable you to achieve a wonderful experience while in the UK. So if you like videos such as this, please don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I drop videos, anytime I upload videos. Now in today's video, I'm talking about the things that you can achieve or get with your student visa as an international student. Now we all know we are there for school, we are going to the UK to school to get world-class education and the rest, but there's some other things that you can achieve that would help balance your life. So let's get into the video. The first thing is that your student visa, your BRP, enables you to go to some countries without a visa. Yes, the fact that you have a valid UK visa would enable you to go to some countries stress-free. Now, for people that are coming from United States, Australia, Canada, and the top Western countries, and even like South Korea or China, I'm not too sure about that, but most of the people from those countries, their passport is really that strong that they can enter any country or most countries visa free and get a visa on arrival. But for people like us, like let me look at it, Africans, most Africans, we don't have that luxury. Our passport is not as strong enough for us to go to some countries visa free. But when you have a UK student visa, you can go to some countries visa free. And you can also get to some countries that if you apply for visas in your home country, it's going to take a long time. It's going to be difficult. You might get rejection. But when you have a UK student visa, a valid UK student visa, the process is stress-free. Like if you are in Nigeria, you know, like getting a Schengen visa is very, very, very difficult. But if you are a UK student, if you're a UK international student and you apply in the UK with your student visa, you will get it stress-free. You just follow the process and within 2 to 3 weeks, you get your visa. No stress. Some of the countries that you can go to stress-free, like I've already mentioned, Schengen country. Now there are some countries that you might not be able to get visa on arrival, but you would apply for an e-visa. Like Turkey, you can get an e-visa in 24 hours if you have a valid student visa or valid UK visa. So that is not possible if you try it in Nigeria. You would go through some processes. But if you're in the UK and you decide you want to go to Turkey, you just apply like 24 hours and you get your visa. And I think from the UK to Turkey, the max plane fare I've seen is about £100. So you can see that it's that cheap. There's Schengen countries, France, Amsterdam, Germany, Italy, Spain. You can go to those countries like as if you're going to your backyard. Anyway, France is near UK, like just you can take a train. But you still need to apply for the visa. But the chances of you getting the visa is very, very high when you are a student. And with the Schengen visa, you can go to about 20 something countries that are in the Schengen stuff. It's just that you apply to the embassy of the first place that you are going to. I know students that got Canadian visiting visa while they were still schooling, and people got US 2 years visiting visa, which is like serious stress in Nigeria. But because of that student visa and the fact that you're still a student, because of the valid student visa, you are given the visa to go to other countries. So people use that opportunity to get visiting visa to other countries, and if they want to move from the UK, they go because they already have the visiting visa and they can use it to check for job opportunities in the countries that they are visiting. And before they finish their 1 year course or 2 year course or whatever, they've already gotten jobs in other places, and it's easier when they see UK address. Any which way, there is one point I have to make. There's one point that I need people to understand. Now, your school your school year is usually 1 year or 2 years depending on your course. So if you have a 1 year course, your school year will be like from September 19, 2022 to September 19, 2023. The best time for you to travel is between that year. Even though you're given a visa of 1 year and 4 months, that's from the September 2023 to January 2024, you are not expected to leave the UK. If you leave the UK after your official student year has finished or has ended, you might not be allowed back into the country. So it is important that if you want to travel, if you want to explore Europe and other places, travel within your school year. And you cannot travel during term, so you have to plan your time that you might travel during holidays like Easter holiday or in between term 1, because they usually have like 3 terms or 3 semesters, so you could travel in between those ones or the general holidays. So it is important for you to know to do not travel out of the UK during that 4-month period, because depending on whoever you meet at the airport, person might not allow you to come back because the person will tell you your school year has finished, but are you still remaining in their country for? So please, during that period, stay put in the UK. Now, number 2, you can travel without restriction in the UK. That's the Great Britain. Great Britain or UK, whatever, it comprises of 4 countries. So you have England, you have Northern Ireland, you have Wales, and you have Scotland. So during that 4 months, if you want to be a travel blogger, you can travel around those 4 countries without any restriction and have a nice time. Those countries have history, so you can go checking out all the history, they have a lot of things that might interest you. So if you really want to travel around the UK without restrictions. Now, number 3 is that as a student, you get a lot of discounts. So be on the lookout for things that would help you save money. Once you bring out your student ID card, you get some discounts in some places, food, clothes, eyeglasses. If you want to see the dentist, some places you get a reduction in your consultation fees and all the rest. So please check out those things. It could help you save a lot of money if you just identify as a student. Even bus passes as a student, you get like reduction. Like for buses, at least I'm going to use Nottingham as an example. That time, the normal bus fare was £2, but as a student is £1. But you have to show your ID. So if you put £1 and you don't bring your ID, you're going to get to pay the remaining £1. But once you show your ID, you get to pay £1. So as a student, you get a lot of discount. Even on Amazon, there's Amazon Prime or Amazon. Amazon gives, I don't know if they are still doing it now, but then they used to have like a student discount for 6 months. So you get things at the discounted rate because you're just a student. 4. In the UK, there's something called council tax. Once you live in a house, depending on the amount of people, everybody pays council tax. Council tax is used for like the maintenance of waste, dustbin, and the rest. Even adding to the security in the council or in the city. So everybody pays. But as a student, you don't get to pay. And that, I didn't understand how much it was. Oh, it's a council tax. Okay, council tax, we don't pay. Your landlord, you should make your landlord know that you are not supposed to pay. Anybody that tells you to pay as a student, you tell the person you are not supposed to pay as an international student. And they might tell you to bring like student letter from the school, which you can just request from the international student office in your school. Like I was saying, I did not know how much it was until recently, and I found that in some councils it's like 150. That's 150 per month. That's a lot of money you're saving as a student. For some landlords, they will say even during the 4 months on your visa that after the end of your student year, you can still identify as a student. So they might not tell you to pay. I didn't pay the council tax throughout my 16 months there because my landlord said, okay, I'm still a student, and technically I'm still on student visa, so I didn't pay. So that was like £1,600 that I saved to about 150 times 16 in some councils. So that's a lot of money you're saving. So if they tell you to pay council tax, tell them you are a student, and according to the rules, according to the policy, you're not supposed to pay. The 5th one is this is for postgraduate students. It doesn't apply to undergraduate students. As a postgraduate student, you are allowed to bring your family, but they have to be your spouse and kids under 18. But even as an undergrad and a postgrad, you can still invite your family, and that is one perk that your family might not have had if you were not there. Let me explain. When people go and apply, especially if you're from Africa, when people go and apply for visiting visa, most of the times they might get rejected. But because you are there, you can write a letter of invitation requesting that you want your mom, your dad, if you have a grandma that can travel, grandma, grandpa, aunties, uncles. Now, for sisters and brothers, there is a chance that your sisters and brothers, especially if they're very young, might not be granted visa because they might think that they are what's that word? Something risk, that they can disappear, they can abscond in the UK. But for older people, they are more likely to give them the visiting visa. So if you want your older family, your mom, dad, aunties, uncles to come, you are able to request or write a letter of invitation, and they're more likely to get the visiting visa because you are there already. Now, when they are applying for a visiting visa as an initial applicant, they'll be told to apply for the 6-month visa. They can stay up to 6 months, but it's not advisable that they stay up to 6 months. What they are supposed to do is that if they apply for 6 months, they are usually asked during the application, how long are they staying? So if they say they're staying for 40 days, please let them stay for 40 days and leave, even though they technically can stay for 6 months, but let them stay for 40 days, leave. I think the visiting visa is actually multiple entry, so it means that if they told them they want to stay for 40 days, they can stay for 40 days, go back, probably stay like 3 months in their home country, come back for another 30 days, then go back. But by that time, the 6 months has expired, and they're not technically allowed to apply for the 2 years visa or the 5 years visa. And the 5 years visa, it costs a lot of money, but it's just like stress-free. They can go and come anytime they want. And as I said, they are technically allowed to stay just 6 months at a go. So don't let them say 6 months, but they can stay like 4 months, 5 months, leave, stay for 2 months in the home country, in your home country, come back again. But just telling you that you can bring family, because UK can be lonely, but when your family is there, it helps a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned some things that you might not have known before. If you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends and family. If you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about the types of visa, 5 types of visa that you can use to remain in the UK after graduation. You need to watch the next video because I'm going to be talking about some of the mistakes I made and talk about a particular visa that I don't think people know about. So you need to watch the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.